Hey, what is going on, everyone? Well, I'm so glad that you have took your time to spend with me right here today. I am your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson, and last night was Friday Night SmackDown. Last night the show kicked off with Miz TV, and the Miz's guest on the show was Fandango. Earlier, before Fandango came out, The Miz stated that he will be Intercontinental Champion again. And Wade Barrett, being the Intercontinental Champ, well, decided to spoil the party, to say the least. And what happened was that it resulted in a one-on-one confrontation between Wade Barrett and The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, what I liked about this match was that the match ended at a no contest. Right now, the Miz is on the fritz. Right now, I think he's getting a little more cheers than past weeks, so I think he's almost starting to resonate with the WWE Universe as a babyface. But what really, the good thing that came out of it was that Fandango is really getting everyone to hate him right now. Even the bad guys. I mean, the good guys don't like him. I mean, of course, he's a heel. But now he's got Barrett on the thorn of his side right now. And the funny thing, I go back to Raw when he was dancing. During the tag team match, you got Wade Barrett to really, hey, there's a match going on, get in here. And as a result, he's got Wade Barrett to hate him. And on SmackDown, he does the same thing. He was dancing during a championship match. I mean, he's the only guy that can actually do that and get away with it. And then later, The Miz attacked Fandango for dancing outside the ring, and then all hell breaks loose. The Fandango was dancing around the Miz, he got him, and then Wade Barrett elbows Fandango. I think this is going to end up being a triple threat match, probably at the next pay-per-view event called Payback. I don't mind it. I actually like to see Fandango be the Intercontinental Champ. I think he's right now at a very good spot. I think Wade Barrett should be in the top tier main event guys going for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think hopefully that will happen. And that will let Fandango be the Intercontinental Champ. Let him take the ball and run with it. Also last night in a one-on-one match, it was Daniel Bryan versus Jack Swagger. Right now, I'd like to say, what's happened to Swagger? Jack Swagger has lost all momentum ever since he lost the number one contenders match to Alberto Del Rio. He lost to Randy Orton on Monday night, and now he lost to Daniel Bryan. And it seems like right now his career is going nowhere. And I think mainly one of the main reasons is because when he came back, he was exerted into the World Championship picture at WrestleMania way too soon, and I think that's biting him in the beep, so to speak. And right now WWE is kicking themselves for doing that too soon, and that's probably one of the reasons why. And what I think it might go from there, really, where does Swagger go from there? I think eventually maybe Zip Coulter will get sick and tired of Swagger losing, and they'll split. And so I think, and then after that, Jack Swagger can go into a Sergeant Slaughter mode at WrestleMania 7, where says I'm sorry to to America about what I've been doing as my character with Zip Coulter. They could go that route, and I think that's what they should do with Jack Swagger going forward. And with Daniel Bryan, I like where this is going with Daniel Bryan because he keeps saying he's not the weak link of the team, and he's almost going to some metamorphosis. And I noticed that when he had Swagger down, and he stomped on his head, and then applied the no-lock, it's like he went into some real dark place or something like that. And I like to see where it goes with Daniel Bryan. I don't know if it's going to be a heel turn, but I like to see something happening if they were to split Daniel Bryan and Kane up. I don't know, maybe that will happen. What do you think will happen with Daniel Bryan? Last night, Sheamus and Damien Sandow were the segments about the rope, untie the rope, and with a Med Striker there. I would actually like to see a duet with, well, not a duet, but some sort of tag team with Matt Striker, because he was a teacher at one point, and Damien Sandow is the intellect. I actually like to see a tag team form between Damien Sandow and Matt Striker. Maybe in the tag team division. I would actually like to see that team go very far, as opposed to Team Rhodes Scholars. That was okay, but I'd be interested to see if Sandow and Striker would form a team. And I think I don't know if that's the idea to go over during that segment, but I would love to see that happen. Also last night, Chris Jericho went one-on-one with the Big Show. The match resulted in a count-out victory for Chris Jericho, and involved a steel chair when Big Show tried to introduce it. Only with Jericho to grab the steel chair and hit Big Show in the back. What I really like about that match is, like, Big Show and Chris Jericho actually do work well together. I like that. But in the same time, it's almost like, okay, I guess the WWE decided just to throw these two guys into a wrestling match. That I really don't know if that's a good thing or not, because the match really didn't benefit anyone. I mean, both of these guys, Big Show and Chris Jericho, have evolved into the superstars that they are right now. So we really don't help them any, as opposed to who would benefit from this match. Really, if it boiled down to it, Big Show's anger really was the one that got over for this match. And I think that's the only thing that really came out of that. But what I do like is that, like I said before, Chris Jericho and the Big Show bring out the best out of each other, and they really work well together. I mean, they got a lot of history as Jericho, and even before that. And so I like that these two are actually going to work together, hopefully in the weeks to come, for the next pay-per-view event called Payback. Also last night, Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman came out and cut a little promo. It was really redemption to Monday Night Raw when, with the weird ending with Triple H, and Triple H kind of buried Axel. But last night on SmackDown, it was a lot better than Monday Night Raw's promo because of that reason. And I like that Curtis Axel, the match Curtis Axel had was a much better redemption debut as opposed to Monday Night facing Triple H. I like that he faced Sin Cara and got over. The only thing that really bothered me was the lighting. I mean, really right now they can lose the lighting because it's not about Sin Cara anymore. And really, when a match benefits Sin Cara, then they'll use lights. That I don't mind. But I think using the lighting really didn't help Curtis Axel any. But what I did like is that Curtis Axel got over. He got the win. That was a better debut than Monday Night. Let's move on. And it was the championship match. The U.S. Championship match. It was the newly crowned champion, Dean Ambrose, facing Kofi Kingston. This was Kofi Kingston's rematch from Extreme Rules. I like that the match took place. I like that it happened. But it's left open because the Shield came out. The other two members, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, tried to interfere didn't work, but they got in the ring and bet up on Kofi, resulting in Sheamus and Randy Orton coming out and evening the odds, and resulted in a 6-man tag. Okay, here's the thing that bothers me. Predictability, right? Teddy Long comes out and makes a 6-man tag team match. I mean, this is what we expect from Teddy Long every time he comes out. Now, I'm going to steal something that they were said on Aftermath. You know, Teddy Long's theme song, Here Comes the Mac Militant. I think they should change that and say, Here comes another tag team match. I know that was said on Aftermath, but I had to say that on this show, this segment, for my review of SmackDown, because it is what it is. So that's the only thing that really shouldn't have happened. It needs to change. Teddy Long needs to change his routine, and that resulted in a 6-man tag where the Shield got the victory. They have a lot of momentum right now, and the way Kofi sells Dean Ambrose's finishing maneuver is absolutely amazing, and the finisher itself is good. I like that the Shield got over and they won the 6-man tag, and hopefully, now that they're champions, let's see them defend it more often. Even the tag team championships. One day, Daniel Bryan and Kane will get the rematch. I'd say at Payback, they will get it. I'd say the Shield will win that. I think that Daniel Bryan and Kane will split after that. And see what happens during SummerSlam. I heard now that Undertaker might be at SummerSlam. I wouldn't mind if the Shield, even if they are champs or not, I really don't mind if they face The Undertaker in some way, shape, or form at SummerSlam, because they do have unfinished business. And right now, the Shield has been the only 1 or 3 people that's been holding the fort, so to speak, during CM Punk's absence. Well, that was my review of Friday Night SmackDown. I'm your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson. Get plenty of rest, and always do your best.